So far, we've been looking at triads, and this note is called this is the third, fifth. And if we continue that idea, the next note would be seventh, and then we could add the 9th, 11th, 13th, and then we pretty much have every note in the scale. So that's the highest we go is 13th chords. At least that's that's high as I ever see. Because when we say the 15th, we're actually repeating the same. It's the same note we started with, isn't it? All right. So if we add the next third to this, C, E, G, B, now we've created a 7th chord. So a triad is a 3-note chord. A 7th chord is a 4-note chord. The way we name the qualities of the 7th chords is we name both the triad and the 7th. We first name the triad, and then we name the 7th. So this is a major triad, C, E, G, right? What kind of 7th is C to B? Major. So this is called a major 7th. But if they're both the same, we just say major 7th. If we have just one quality, major 7th, that means both the triad and the 7th are major. So this is called a major 7th. C, E, G, and B. Now, I'm going to make another one. The next one, C, E, G, B flat. So what quality is the triad, C, E, G? Major. What quality is the 7th, C to B flat? Minor. This is called a major minor 7th. Actually, your book just calls it major minor. I'm adding the 7th. Major minor 7th. So the first designation of quality is the triad. The second one is the 7th. Major triad, minor 7th. Next one. Okay, I've got C, E flat, G, B flat. What quality of triad is that? Minor. C to B flat. What quality of triad is that? Minor. They're both minor. This is called a minor 7th, or because they're both the same, we just call it a minor 7th. Minor 7th means we have a minor triad and a minor 7th. Okay, the next one. Now we've got C, E flat, G flat, B flat. What quality of triad is C, E flat, G flat? What, Abby? Diminished. And what quality of 7th is C to B flat? Minor. So this is a diminished minor, but we don't call it, this is the one we don't call that. But the name for this, this type of 7th chord is called a half diminished. We call it half diminished. The triad's diminished, the 7th is minor. So we call half diminished. There are some symbols for these. I'll show you those in a minute, but let me just go through these. We're just going to do one more. All right, the next one we have this and this. So we have, what quality triad is C, E flat, G flat? Diminished. What quality of 7th is C to B double flat? Diminished. So this is a diminished 7th. So we just call this a diminished 7th. I like to put the 7 because diminished could mean diminished triad in this case. So we really do need the 7th, diminished 7th on that. Yes?
So any of these would be, like for the first one, for example, it would be called the C major 7.
That's C major 7. Yeah, I'll show you this in a minute. I just want to, let me play them for you. So here's the first one, the major 7th, C major minor 7th, also called the dominant 7, C minor 7, C half diminished, also known as minor 7 flat 5, half diminished, diminished triad in a minor 7th. and C, diminished seventh, fully diminished. Now there are more that you can make. We've left some out, haven't we? We could have a minor triad with a major seventh, one of my favorites. We could have an augmented triad with a minor seventh. You know, so we're not doing all of the possibilities, but these are 5 of them we're going to work with. Yes, Emily.
For the diminished seventh, did you say would it be 2 minors or?
No, diminished seventh means that it's a diminished triad and diminished seventh.
Okay.
So think of it as the triad and the seventh. Those are the 2 qualities. You could memorize the thirds, but I just think it's real easy this way. It makes sense. Doesn't it? It's easy to remember because it works with the name of the 7th chord. That's why they're named that. All right, so there are some other names you should know. I just think you should know them because you might see these. And then you'll know what to play. All right, so for this one, the C major 7, it's called C. Sometimes you see that, right? Sometimes in a jazz chart you just see C big M7, or it could be written out C major 7 like that. Or sometimes you just see a C with a triangle. And sometimes they have a 7, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just a triangle. C major 7. That's what those all mean. This chord. A major major 7. Major triad, major 7. This chord is just called C7. There's no M. It's just C7. It's a major triad with a minor 7. So if you saw C7, you know, you're playing a tune, that means there's a minor 7th in that chord. So you really want to know the difference, don't you? I mean, if you think it's a minor 7, it's really a major 7, you know, that's a conflict, isn't it? It can sound like this. Doesn't sound good. You see what I mean? I have jazz band directors complain to me about guitarists that don't understand the 7ths. You know, what kind of 7th to put on a chorus. You got to know that. So if you see that, you're playing a major triad with a minor 7. This one is just called, you'll see C minor 7. Sometimes you'll see C with a small m7, or sometimes you just see a C with a minus sign or a C minus 7. Those all mean C minor 7. This one, you'll see like a diminished with a line through it. That diminished with a line through it means half diminished 7. Sometimes they'll write a 7 with that. Sometimes you'll see that. But if it has a line through it, you know it has a 7 because to be a 7th, it has to have, or to be half diminished, it has to have a 7th. It's a diminished triad with a minor 7. The other way you see it written quite often is C minor 7 flat 5. So you could look at it that way because it's just like the minor triad except the 5th is flat. Has anybody ever seen that C minor 7 flat 5? That's what it means. Same thing. So you have a diminished triad with a minor 7. And sometimes it could be probably this, you know, something like that. They could write it. And then this last one is just a C diminished 7. You'll just see C07 or C, it could be DIM 7, like that. That's how you see these written. Okay?